In this video, we'll be taking a look at a couple of things regarding formatting, and then the main part of the video will be about using functions in Excel. All right, so first formatting. So we know already, or we've seen that we can easily change the width and height of the cells by putting our mouse up in this part, the headers, A, B, C, D, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we go hover in between, say, the B and the C, I can, a little arrow comes up and I can drag it like this. And so I can make that, whatever size I want, right? So there's another way of doing this, which is if I highlight that column and right click, and then there's a thing here for column width. And so this is if I want everything exactly the same, say 10. Okay, so say I want all of them to be as 10. So I highlight all of those columns and we go column width, and I want them all to be 10. So I write 10 here, and they're all the same. If I wanted them to be all like, I don't know, 3, say okay, and they're all exactly the same. And I can do the same thing for the rows. All right, so I highlight the rows from the row headers here. Right click, and I want row height. Row height right now is 15. Let's say I want it to be 30. Each one is exactly 30, and that's it. So that's pretty easy. So now we'll move on to the main part of what I want to talk about today, which is functions. Let me just change my row height back to normal. Okay, so before, if I wanted to add up, say, all of these, right, I would say equals, and I would say this one, click in there, plus this one, plus this one, plus, and I would do, kind of like that. There's an easier way. So what I can do, so let me just cancel out of there. So there's two ways to do the functions. Probably the easiest way is to click up here. So remember up here, here's where I enter, the text entry for this cell. Well, right beside it, there's this f of x, and if you hover above it, it says insert function. If I click on that, it brings up this little dialog box. Type a brief description of what you want to do, and then click go. And so there's specific tools in here that I can use, for example. So if I type sum, okay, and press go, and they give me all of the ones they have that have sum in it. I just want regular sum, so we choose that first one, double click on it, and here we go, function arguments. And so right here, it's already guessing what I want to do. So it's done A1 colon A5. But if I erase that, okay, what I can do is go here and click on and select everything between the 2 and the 6. So I'm just going to mouse over here and I'm selecting all these, and you can see that it's updating there, and now it's A1 to A5. I click OK, and there it's calculated 20 for me. And you can see up here, it's actually given me this formula. It's a function, the sum function, and then in brackets A1 colon A5. I can edit that if I want. If I only want up to A4, for example, I just change that to a 4, and it's and it updates automatically. So easy enough. Okay. And then as with the other formulas, it's easy enough to just copy and paste. Copy, and we'll paste it into those ones. Paste right here. And there you go, 2200 and 2000. Good, and I can do the same over here. So again, we'll click on the formula, the function, insert function, and we want sum, okay. And this time, what do I want? I want these numbers right here. So I select those, say OK, and there we go, 222. And we can copy that into the rest of these cells right here. And there you go, it's done. So sum is an easy one to remember, but there's other ones that we could use. So let me just Oops. There. I just pressed escape to get out of text input mode. Okay, so let's delete and delete that. Okay, so what I want is another function. So go to the function button again, go back here, and I can choose average. Okay, search for average, and there it is, average. I'll just take the regular average, press OK, and again, it gives me, okay, what range do I want? I want everything in here, 220 and 200, okay, and so the average of those is 74. Is that actually true? Let me just verify by just typing in 2 plus 20 plus 200. We'll put brackets around that, and we're dividing it by 3 because there's 3 things. That's how you calculate average. And I didn't put equal, so it didn't work. Let me just type equals. And sure enough, 74 is indeed the average. And so I can do averages. I can copy it down there, and it's done. Another formula is back to the functions. Max. Okay. Max gives me just the biggest one. Okay. Max of those is 200. Yeah, so that's easy. If I change this one to like 1,000, all of a sudden max is 1,000. A max between those 3 is 1,000. So again, I can copy them, and so it gives me the max. And because we know there's max, there's also min. So I can actually, if I go into the menu thing and search, it will find min. But I can also just up here, I can just type min, like so, and there we go. Min of 1,020 and 200 is 20, and I can copy that down here, and I get the minimums. Okay, so that's it. The other thing that I'll ask you to do in this assignment, add a title, you know how to do that. Add a row, delete a row, so you know how to do that. Make each row a different shade of gray. Yeah, I mean, you already know how to make things different shades, so you just change the color here, okay? All right, so that's it for this video. See you in the next one.